Farrand Hall in Colon is more than just an amazing place to eat. It is a creative hub for food, community, and learning.
Yeah, big time connections happen there. Beyond their incredible monthly menus from resident chef Ken Miller, Farrand Hall also hosts special chef collaborations and offers a garden club with exclusive tours and workshops. It's the place for one-of-a-kind culinary gatherings and much, much more. We've got Jacob and James, James and Jacob, well-versed in all of the fun at Farrand Hall. They've made their way here to tell us more. Good morning, gentlemen. Thank you for being here.
Thank you for having us.
We were just getting the whole lowdown about what you want, what the dream, the mission, the vision for what Farrand Hall is. Can you share that with our viewers?
Yeah, I think that the vision of Farrand Hall has really evolved quite a bit over the last 8 years. What we feel now is that the property and what it has become is really kind of like a hub for gathering, for community building and connection. There are so many people who want to engage with us and with the property and what we do. And so we've just felt like we have a real sense of responsibility and obligation to share what we're doing more with the larger community.
I mean, that's how you started. I mean, it started as a way for a community to come together. Let's talk about the humble beginnings, and then we'll talk about what's happening there today.
Yeah. I mean, 8 years ago, we were just inviting some friends who happened to be chefs out to the property for the weekend. We threw a big table up, and it was an opportunity for people in the community to get to know us and for us to get to know people in the community. And that just sort of snowballed into something that we often say was, quite frankly, a very happy accident. Wasn't intended to be what it is today, but there was a clear need and desire for people in the community to have something and some place to go to. And so we just went with it.
Yeah. Well, talk about what is it today? What has that turned into?
Yeah, well, it has turned into probably one of the most important culinary experiences in the Midwest and maybe in the country. We now bring chefs in from all over the country for our guest chef series, and that's really what we're known for. So every Saturday, pretty much the entire year, we're inviting chefs in from all over the country, from California to New York to Texas to the Carolinas, Michelin-starred chefs, James Beard nominated and winning chefs, all coming to cook at Farrand Hall in tiny little Colon, Michigan. So we've really put it on the map.
And so, Jacob, you need to talk a little too here. The grounds themselves are also beautiful. You have chickens running around, it is stunning. You work very, very hard out there. And that's kind of the piece that you really want to make this accessible for people to come and hang out.
Yeah, I think Farrand Hall as a property, so first off, we have a 1854 Greek Revival house, which is on the National Register of Historic Places. So right now she's 171 years old, and that really is a lot of the property and gardens really revolve around the house. And that has provided a really fun opportunity for people just to visit and do large-scale gardening. We have just under 12 acres, which is a mix of sort of Midwest, formal, and yet a little sort of rough, going back to nature and that sort of elegance that way.
I'm just looking at the shots from the bakery, man. I was just like, I want to get myself a croissant. But look at that's the table seating though. Talk about the atmosphere at the hall. I mean, you talk about connection. You don't force it, but I mean, it's meant for that. It's built for it.
Yeah, so Farrand Hall is, we really don't think of it as a restaurant. It's in many ways sort of experiential dining, and we only do communal seating. So everyone shows up, and dinner will start at a time and end at a certain time. Everyone's sharing the same meal at the same pace, so you're all having the same experience together. And we think that it really helps facilitate conversations while you're sitting next to people that you might not know.
Absolutely.
Yeah, right. And let's talk about a nonprofit too, because you're also now trying to uplift the next generation of fabulous chefs through connection.
Yeah, we saw that there was a real opportunity there. We started the nonprofit Farrand Farm in 2023, and the goal there was to provide young, aspiring chefs sort of in our community, in our region, an opportunity to learn under our team, our executive chef, Ken Miller, but also have the sort of life-changing experience of being in a room with a Michelin-starred chef from California or New York or Chicago, a James Beard nominated chef. You know, in our part of Michigan, we don't have easy access to those types of experiences. And I think for young people who are going to culinary school and they're thinking about what happens when they finish and where do they go, we would love for Farrand Hall to be sort of a pit stop in their journey. And if they can come to Farrand Hall and have some experiences early on and then take those experiences out into the world, they might connect with a chef, you know, at one night, and you never know, they might end up at the restaurant, you know, working there one day. Sure. And that's the kind of connection and networking that we think is really important.
Who knows? That chef may go on to win a James Beard Award, become some global international. But you had first right here in Colon. You had that great meal with them, right?
Yeah, we knew them when.
Yes,
exactly. You never know. And these dinners are phenomenal, and there's so much more. The garden walking tours.
Man.
I mean, there's so much to do.
There are a million reasons to go to Farrand Hall. I'm going to tell you right now, go eat there. And then you've got the bakery, you've got the market, all of the other things right in downtown Colon as well.
Yeah.
FarrandHall.com for all of the information. You guys, thank you so much for being here and for all you do.
Thank you so
for having us
much.
back.
Thank you.